here I am with Dean, Joseph Parker's promoter here with Glad Rap Channel. Bonjour, Dean. Ça va?
Bonjour.
Have you been learning a little French?
I haven't, but I guess I'm going to have to start now that we've got. We'll be negotiating with French promoters next week.
Please don't make this fight happen in France.
Well, we're trying. Look, we really would like to have this fight in New Zealand, but we're realists, you know. And if the French guys come up with a large amount of money and want to make it happen in France, and it makes sense to us, we'll do it in France. But our preference is to do it in New Zealand.
How hard was it to secure a deal with Takam? I mean, was he willing to accept the fight?
Here's the deal: we haven't secured any deal with Carlos Takam. What's happened is that the IBF has ordered or offered us to fight Carlos Takam. Now, both parties have to agree to fight. So we've agreed that we've accepted the fight. Carlos Takam people have accepted the fight. We now turn around and negotiate the financials. So we didn't have to do anything with Carlos Takam. He was in as good a position as we were, and he was offered by the IBF, would you like to fight for a world eliminator? He said yes. We said yes. Done.
How do you feel this fight will go? I mean, at this stage, do you have any predictions as to?
We're a long way off, you know, to have predictions, but we haven't taken this fight thinking we're going to lose or we're a 50-50. We think we're going to win this fight. And, you know, Joseph's in camp now, training hard, and Kevin, you know, Kevin's very excited about this. This is the reason you do this sport, because all of a sudden you move into a realm where it's a tough fight, and we're really looking forward to it.
So, if Joseph does become the #1 mandatory challenger to the heavyweight title, do you feel it's risky at such an early age? I mean, after only, this will be his 18th fight. Do you feel he's ready at such a young age?
Look, what I think is actually irrelevant. It's what Kevin Barry and Joseph Parker think, and they both think they're ready for it. And, you know, Joseph's been under the tutelage now of Kevin Barry for 3 years. Kevin told me 3 years ago, it's going to take me 3 years to get this guy to grow under his skin, and 3 years before we're ready. And here we are exactly on 3 years, and Joseph Parker's ready to step up. So do I think he's ready? Yes, I do.
You know, recently Parker's been attracting some global attention. You know, you know, they've responded to his call-out videos. So Charles Martin responded, Anthony Joshua. So did Charles come forward and try to make the fight happen? And did that not work?
Look, Charles Martin's people rang us and had a discussion, and we get on very well with them. And if Charles Martin was to win the fight against Anthony Joshua, I'm sure at some stage we'll engage in negotiations with him. And I'm sure, no doubt, no matter which way that fight goes, at some stage there'll definitely be more discussions. We like Charles Martin's people, and always up for a discussion with them on any topic.
And just the last question, how do you see that fight going, Charles Martin versus Anthony?
Well, that's you know what, that's going to be a real tough fight. I know the British bookies have got Anthony Joshua winning easy just because of the sheer weight of money on there. But you know, Martin's a pretty big, strong character, to be honest. And has he fought anyone on the way up? No, he has not. He's untested, to be bluntly honest. But he's going to be tested in that fight, and it's going to be interesting to see how he and Joshua come out of the back end, because even though, you know, Joshua's had less fights than Joseph. You know, so it's going to be. I really can't wait to see that fight. It's going to be a beauty, but obviously I want to see our fight with Takam far more.
Yeah, because Charles did fight Vicente Sandez, who, you know, Izu also fought. So.
Yes, you know, and look, Izu knocked out Vicente in the first round. I think Martin probably did the same.
Yeah, I think it was the same.
You can't really take that fight as an indication of whether he's good or bad. You can't take the last fight they had against Vazklov as to whether he's good or bad. The test for Martin is going to come, and Joshua is going to come on April 9 at 02. So let's just wait and see. Rather than predicting who's going to win, I'm just going to sit and watch with interest.
I guess on behalf of the New Zealand public and the media, I just want to thank you for making this fight happen. This is very exciting, and
we're
I
very
can't
excited.
wait.
This is about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I know. So actually, can't wait.
Keep that out there. Because how many different websites do you go on?
Just one, just YouTube. So just on Glad Rap Channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you sold a sponsorship to Glad Rap?
No.
Oh.
It's spelled differently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Let us depart.
Okay.